Hey everyone. So holidays are here, and with the holidays come lots of really good food, time with family, lots of celebration, lots of stress, and a lot of us are going to experience some triggers. So trigger foods or being triggered by food just means that you find yourself in this state of feeling completely out of control. Usually overeating, eating in a very mindless state, and then making poor choices throughout the day, possibly throughout the week, because you had a certain food that triggered you or an emotion that triggered you. So for foods, normally it's going to be very individual for each person, but a common one is eating foods that are a combination of fat, salt, and sugar. It's got all the things that make you want to eat and eat and eat, even though you're not physically hungry anymore. But it also could just be a texture. It could be the smell. It could be a memory that's brought up when you eat that food. And then we have our emotional triggers, and that can be, there's so many of them, but examples would be feeling unheard, feeling blamed, feeling lonely. I have a big list of them on my bio. So go check out my page under the trigger section. You can read through a bunch and see if any of those resonate with you. So, we are going to be triggered throughout our life. It's part of being human. So we don't need to stop the triggering. At some point you get there. But at first you just need to acknowledge what those triggers are, really tune in, and then have a plan of action for when you are triggered so that they don't take control of you and ruin your holidays and have you making poor choices. So the first thing to do is identify what that trigger is. When you find yourself in that state of uncontrolled eating, stop, pause, see what thought led to that behavior and make note. Then stop it before it starts, right? So if you feel, you'll get to this point, like you'll feel that desire come on, stop it before it starts. Go for a walk, leave the situation. If you're at a party and it happens there, you can leave the party. You need to do what keeps you happy and healthy, and that's okay. So there should be never be any guilt associated and on the path of getting you to be that person that you truly want to be. So another thing is to make this journey for your health as easy as possible. If you know that there are certain foods that trigger you, don't keep them in the house. It's okay to make it easy. At some point in time, with practice, you will get to the point where you can keep everything in the house and not care. But if in this moment it's an issue, keep it out. Same goes for situations. If you know there are certain situations that will trigger you, don't put yourself in them. Again, it is always okay to do whatever is necessary to keep you healthy and happy. Forgive yourself. This is a huge one. It's gonna happen sometimes. You're going to overeat when you're triggered sometimes. It's okay. We let these negative thoughts and guilt block us from using these experiences as a learning experience. So instead of being mad at yourself for, giving into this trigger and overeating, use it as a time to figure out why it happened and to come up with a plan for stopping it from happening next time. Get back on track. This is huge. Every moment is a time to start over. If you mess up one time, 2 times, 3 times, in the long run, it doesn't matter. Is overeating, like binging on your Halloween candy yesterday, will that matter in 3 weeks? Probably not. Will it matter in 3 months? No. 3 years? No. Are you going to think you are going to remember how you binged on Halloween candy 3 years ago? No, it doesn't matter. It's one moment in time. Start over and get back on that path that's leading you to the life that you want. And then also visualize and plan for the next time. So this happened. You're not happy about the choices you made. Think about the next time that you're in this situation. How do you want it to look? How do you want to go into that situation? How do you want things to look when you're in it? How do you want to leave that situation? If you have that mental plan already set in place, it's highly likely that you're going to follow through instead of if you go into the same situation again blindly. So I hope this helped. If you have any more questions about triggers and